So in this video, we'll be looking at the best suppliers for Indian dropshipping in a tier list form because this is where most people get confused when they're starting out. So that's what we'll be covering. So let's begin. Okay. So starting out from the most popular one, Roposo Cloud. Okay. So I'll put this at B. The reason being that Roposo has a very large variety of product. First merit. Second merit is that it has got like the most traffic and popularity. Okay. So and the thing is that if you don't find a product on any of these places, that product you will find on Roposo except maybe for Vfulfill. Okay, so that's the thing. But now let's come to the demerits. Firstly, the Roposo recently has a very big delivery problem that in most of the orders they get fake RTO'd, as in कि जो Roposo का delivery boy होता है वही customer को deliver करते वक्त ये they say कि the this is from a non-branded store blah 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 and they make the customer cancel the order. And sometime what they do is even if the product is delivered वो लोग क्या दिखाते हैं कि product has been RTO'd. So when you call the customer they're like okay product deliver हो चुका है, what are you talking about? But they are actually showing RTO. The reason being that Roposo ka main source of income is RTO. But the thing is that it has a very wide variety of products and it is still good for testing out. And one more positive that I didn't mention is that it has a very good accurate delivery rate. Okay, so if let's say a product ka delivery rate Roposo पे आपको दिखा रहा है good, that is 40 to 45%, then the delivery rate will be between 40 to 50% only. Okay, the reason being that I don't know why is that the case. Honestly, I don't know the reason, but how do I know this? Because I tested it out. For 3-4 products जो भी मैंने रोपोसो से टेस्ट किया था, आई शिफ्टेड टू प्राइवेट एंड उसको मैंने प्राइवेटली शिफ्ट किया. उस पर जितना रोपोसो पे डिलीवरी रेट था उसी का प्लस माइनस 2-3% था. ठीक है, सो इन दैट केस इट इज़ रियली एक्यूरेट. यू कैन रियली टेस्ट सम प्रोडक्ट्स यहाँ पे एंड it has a very wide variety of products. So if you don't find a product anywhere and you don't get it on Roposo, that means it's very hard. You will find it in India. You'll probably have to import it from China or whatever using Vfulfill. Okay. Now let's go to Vukuzi. Okay. So Vukuzi is a platform that has recently come across as very good. Okay. I'll put it here because their support is not that great, but one of my clients, they're using this and इनका क्या है कि you will get 10 orders for free and then you'll have to pay. But the thing is the prices of Vukuzi is so low, like compared to Dropdash या Roposo या Source and 5, they have got extremely cheap prices. And plus उनका courier वगैरह they use Blue Dart and DTDC. So if you talk to them and if you tell them to send all your couriers through Blue Dart या DTDC, तो आपको delivery में problem नहीं आएगा. But I haven't really tried Vukuzi out, so I can't really say from a personal experience. But they are charging fees, so relatively better आपका experience आएगा. But their support is not that great. They take time to reply, and yeah, there's that. Okay, now let's move on to Source and 5. So Source and 5 is a outright scam. Initially when it started out, it was a very good alternative to Roposo because यहाँ पे prices जो थे वो Roposo से it was very less. Firstly, secondly, the thing was that they had got relatively good support. They used to reply to phone calls. They had a good thing and they had a good margin cycle as well. And yeah, the biggest problem with Roposo that I didn't mention was that its remittance cycle is horrible. If you don't know what is remittance is basically the margin that you get from the product that you're selling. So Roposo पे let's say आज 9th April है, then if your product is delivered today, then your remittance will come 15 days later. That's the thing. That is the problem. Like let's say आज डिलीवर हुआ तो आज का पैसा आपको आएगा नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे को, नॉट दिस फ्राइडे, नेक्स्ट फ्राइडे. That's the problem with Roposo. So it is really not great for cash flow. And this thing in Source and Fight was initially good, but then they started scamming people and they don't send money. Okay. The reason I say that I have got a personal experience. When I started out, I got like four orders delivered out of 5, 3-4 orders got delivered out of 5, and I had like a 1200 or margin something, and that never came to me. It has been like 3-4 months. ठीक है, and then I saw the reviews in the Shopify app store जहाँ पे you can install apps. ठीक है, Shopify में वहाँ पे there were many people saying कि उनका 30-40 thousand पैसा बच रखा है, 30-40 thousand, and they are not sending it. ठीक है, so it is outright scam. Don't use it. Not at all recommended. ठीक है. Now let's come to my favorite and arguably one of the best, Dropdash. So Dropdash is recently launched. ठीक है, बहुत पुराना platform नहीं, it's very recently launched, and I think it is the best right now. The reason being that is as with all the third-party platforms, you don't have to pay upfront anything. Plus, they have got a fantastic support system. ठीक है, मतलब बहुत अच्छा support है. You can call them anytime 10 to 7. They actually pick up. They actually reply to messages, and they will actually help you onboard. And अगर आपको कोई product है that you want to source, and for example I didn't get it. I got it on Roposo, but I didn't want to source it via Roposo, and I tested on private. I told them and they just brought that product for me. Especially now this is also there on Roposo, but then again the delivery is fucked up. Okay, my delivery on Dropdash is 58% right now, and if you do dropshipping, 58% is a fantastic number, especially in third party. ठीक है, मतलब बहुत सही number है, and yeah, that is it. Dropdash is very good, and plus the best thing is the remittance cycle is just 2 days, and plus they send money 3 days in a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So let's say अगर आपका आज प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर हो तो आपको इसका पैसा फ्राइडे को आ जाएगा. That's it. It's that good. ठीक है. Plus if you call them they'll reply, if you message them they'll reply. Very good, absolutely recommended. अगर आप स्टार्ट कर रहे हो या अगर आपको स्केल करना है, दिस इज द बेस्ट टू गो. हाँ, इसका एक डिमेरिट ये है कि यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट variety is relatively limited compared to Roposo. That is the thing. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now let's go to India Mart. I'll put India Mart here because it has got very good suppliers, and right now you can also find suppliers who won't force you to buy inventory. Okay, you can just work with them on dropshipping model. What that means is that let's say you talk to someone and you ask them कि do you work on dropshipping model, तो they won't force you to buy inventory. आपको let's say आज 10 ऑर्डर आया तो आप उसको 10 ऑर्डर का प्री पेमेंट करोगे, आपके लिए पैक कर देगा. यू कैन शिप इट वाया डिलीवरी या शिप रॉकेट, वॉट एवर लाइक योर प्रिफर्ड वेज. ठीक है. हाँ, इस वे में जाओगे तो आपको होता है कि यू नीड अपफ्रंट कैपिटल, आपको बहुत अच्छा खासा चाहिए कंपेयर टू इफ यू गो वाया थर्ड पार्टी लाइक ड्रॉप डैश, बिकॉज इसमें यू डोंट हैव टू पे एनीथिंग अपफ्रंट. आपका जो आता है आपका मार्जिन से कट जाता है, आरटीओ भी मार्जिन से ही कट जाता है, एंड यू बेसिकली जस्ट हैव द एड कॉस्ट. ठीक है. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट इन प्राइवेट. एवरीथिंग इज पेड अपफ्रंट. एंड या बाकी सप्लायर अगर आप ढूंढोगे थोड़ा बहुत तो आपको मिल जाएगा. इफ़ यू स्पेंड लेट्स से अ वर्किंग डे लाइक 4-5 hours calling people, then you'll find someone who is ready to work on a dropshipping basis and they won't force you to buy inventory, and you'll find good suppliers there. For example, I found a Gujarati supplier for one of my products, and I have still been working with the same person because dude is just great. मैंने उसको उनको जो प्रोडक्ट बोला है वो मेरे को ला के दे देते हैं. Packages everything nice. I have not had a single return till now, and I have shipped over 250 orders with him, just with him. ठीक है. Not I have not had a single. Now if I know 250 orders like not a huge volume or whatever, but just with him I have shipped 250 orders. I have not had a single complaint. Okay, so that's the thing. ठीक है. So there's that. Now let's move to Misho. It is outright scam. Don't go via the Misho reselling route. The reason being that when you select cash on delivery as a payment option, then most of the orders will get cancelled. ये मेरे साथ शुरू में हुआ था जब I started via Misho and most of my orders got cancelled. No, most क्या सारा का सारा order got cancelled. ठीक है. And I straight up went into loss. मैंने order ले आया था लेकिन order मतलब cancel ही हो गया. मतलब the thing is you have to do pre-payment. ठीक है. And you know Indian market में you have to take at least 50% RTO, and when you do that and you prepay everything, then आपका margin ही नहीं बचेगा. ठीक है. So it's not really recommended at all. And plus when the delivery boy goes to deliver the product, वो लोग मतलब Misho का जब रहता है तो they straight up tell कि the product is via Misho, and then customer देख लेता है and then find it for cheap on Misho and then just RTO it and then order it. ठीक है. So it's not really recommended. अगर आपके पास Misho पे करने का प्लान कर रहे हो then just save a bit more and just do via drop dash. That's a better option. Okay. Now let's move on to Bap Store. ठीक है. Bap Store is something that I'll put here because it's not outright scam, but I'll tell you the problem with Bap Store. ठीक है. Sorry. The problem is first thing is so I guess you have to pay upfront. I guess 20,000 something. I'm not sure, but that is the fees I guess. Secondly, everything on Bap Store is managed via Bap Store. मतलब आपके पास कोई control नहीं है. And the thing is when we are doing drop shipping, we do that business so that we know things are in our control and we can see what's happening and we can have our own business. But the thing with Bap Store is that you don't have that anything. मतलब everything is managed by them. वो आपको जो दिखाएंगे आपको वही दिखेगा, and plus you have to pay 20,000 upfront. So you don't really know if you can trust them. So I've not really tried them, nor have I had a very bad review from someone. So I'll just put it here. But I won't really recommend going via Bap Store. It's just go via Drop Dash. I'm biased. I'm Drop Dash biased. I've got I said 58% delivery on a product that is not even being delivered उतना अच्छे से. ठीक है. मतलब बहुत high delivery वाला product नहीं था वो. And I got दूसरे प्रोडक्ट पे I got 80% डिलीवरी. ठीक है. सो फैंटास्टिक नंबर्स. ठीक है. वो बात है. नाउ लेट्स गो टू Deodap. Now Deodap is a platform which is I would say okayish. ठीक है. Because the reason is that Deodap पे आपको सब कुछ बहुत सस्ता मिलेगा. You'll find everything on wholesale rate. ठीक है. Maybe even cheaper than India Mart. But the problem is Deodap पे you will have to buy inventory. And the thing is inventory खरीदना is not the problem. The biggest problem is you have to buy inventory and you have to bring it to your own house. India Mart पे क्या है कि when you find sellers, they won't tell you to bring inventory to your own warehouse or whatever. You will find sellers who have their own warehouse. Whereas in Deodap, you have to buy inventory, you have to bring it to your own location, and then you have to package it and then ship it. Because you have to buy everything as a wholesaler, not as a drop shipper. ठीक है. So that's the only problem. बाकी rates वगैरह ठीक है. Platform भी सही है. So you can try it out if that's possible for you. ठीक है. Yeah. बाकी let's come to Vfulfill. Now Vfulfill is something that honestly I'll put it here because it's really advanced platform. It's a very good platform. You'll have everything बहुत अच्छे से they show in analytics AI वगैरह they use करके. And plus the thing is that they have got a system where you can like import products from China. ठीक है. Now what do I mean by import products from China? तो देखो, the thing is that most products, let's say आपको कोई product मिला जो आपको नहीं मिला इंडिया में, ठीक है, you don't find it. So in Vfulfill you can just find that product and you can bring it from China, and they have their own warehouse, so you store it till there, and the MOQ is 100, so it's not very high, and you just ship it from there. ठीक है, delivery partner आप करेगा, सब कुछ आप करेगा, they'll package it, they'll manage it, they'll source it, everything is their thing, you just need to ship it. ठीक है, सो इसमें काइंड ऑफ यू हैव द कंट्रोल, एट द सेम टाइम यू डोंट हैव अ बिट ऑफ कंट्रोल, बट एंड दे चार्ज फॉर इट $79 a month, so they really have a better service than this thing. And yeah, so if you have got the budget, then you can go with it, but then just don't rely on the metrics completely, because I tested a few products जो ये बहुत अच्छा दिखा रहा था, जिनकी एकदम एक्सप्लोड ही हो जाएगा, but then nothing like that really happens, because if it were that easy then when it would become pay to win, but yeah, it's a good platform कि अगर let's say you find a product and you tested it and it is really working, but वो आपको कहीं पे नहीं मिला, then you can just import that from China using this platform to the warehouse, and then you can ship it with ShipRocket. ठीक है. Now let's go to wholesale box. ठीक है, तो wholesale box is a platform ड्रॉप शिपिंग कम्प्लीटली टाइप. ठीक है, लेकिन इसमें क्या है कि आपको यू जस्ट गेट फॉर अपैरल प्रोडक्ट्स. ठीक है, यू वॉन्ट गेट फॉर मतलब नॉर्मल प्रोडक्ट्स, जस्ट अपैरल, मतलब एनीथिंग रिलेटेड टू अपैरल इज ऑल दैट यू विल फाइंड. ठीक है, और कोई प्रोडक्ट वेराइटी नहीं है और कुछ नहीं है. बाकी दे वर्क ऑन ड्रॉप शिपिंग बेसिस, सो इफ़ यू इंटरेस्टेड इन द अपैरल थिंग देन यू कैन मे बी ट्राई इट आउट. बट then again, अगर ड्रॉप शिपिंग इन जनरल देखोगे then you really can't, it's very difficult to stand out in apparel in drop shipping in general. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए I don't think drop shipping by that route is a suitable option. तो वो बात हो गया. Now let's go to gym trade. Gym trade is something that I'll put here again, because इसमें भी वो है कि अगर आपको gym trade से लेना है then why won't you just buy from India Mart या Deodap, because this is a not that well known platform, and similarly है, आपको sellers मिलेंगे, you can buy from them and then you package them, but the quality and stuff you don't really know, so there's that. Now let's come to CJ dropshipping. So most people have asked me that can they use CJ dropshipping या AutoDS जो भी होता है for India. ठीक है, ठीक है. So CJ dropshipping के साथ क्या है कि yeah you can, but not all of the sellers, that is the catch. ठीक है, not all of the sellers they ship to India. Some of them they do, okay, and not all of them they do. I'm laughing because of that, something that happened that I had to call it out. ठीक है, so excuse me for that. So CJ dropshipping is great. बट द थिंग इज नॉट ऑल ऑफ देम विल शिप, नॉट ऑल द सेलर्स विल शिप, एंड बाकी जो शिप करेंगे भी वो चाइना से आपको आएगा. सो लेट्स से इफ यू फाइंड अ वेरी वेरी रेयर प्रोडक्ट जो आपको कहीं नहीं मिला इंडिया में, एंड यू टेस्टेड आउट, इट्स रियली वर्किंग एंड यू हैव गॉट ग्रेट मार्जिन्स, then maybe yeah you can, but then again उसमें भी RTO आने का चांस है, so not really recommended for India. बाहर में yeah maybe you can. Now let's talk about AutoDS. So AutoDS is kind of similar to CJ, लेकिन the thing is यहाँ पे आपको पे करना पड़ता है, but the thing is it has even lesser suppliers than CJ dropshipping which ship to India, and again China से वाला प्रॉब्लम, तो सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है, बाकी अगर आपको थर्ड पार्टी से करना है then again as I said DropDash is the best. And yeah, that was the video guys. I hope you guys liked it. बाकी if you guys need my personal help in dropshipping का Facebook ads या Shopify या dropshipping in general, then you can check the link in the description. You can book a free call with me जहाँ पे we'll talk about what problems you have and how I can help you and stuff like that. ठीक है, so yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.